Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to dive deep into a situation where we've all dreaded at some point forgetting our Windows password account. So whether it's on Windows 10, 11, XP, Vista, or even a Windows server, any server version, in fact, it can be quite a stressful situation. For example, if you forgot your password and you don't have any admin account password with you, you don't have the reset disk or any other sort of any other mechanism that you can avail to get it your password reset or get it back. So it can be quite a stressful situation. So, but worry not, I'm here to help. In this video, we'll explore a powerful utility known as Harden's Boot CD. This tool has saved many of the tech-related distresses today, and we'll use it to recover lost Windows accounts passwords. But before we dive into it, a quick disclaimer, always ensure that you're working on systems that you have permission to access. Unauthorized access is illegal and unethical. Also, always back up your data before attempting any recovery actions. So without further ado, let's dive into it. So all we need to do is download the Harins Boot CD from harinsbootcd.org and preferably an ISO. It's over here. It mentions all the tools that are contained within this ISO, and these are all pretty much, really useful tools when it comes to a lot of analysis that we need to do. For example, on the passwords, on the memory, on the for like if you need to do any forensics, if your computer has got some virus and it's not getting out of there, it's kind of a sticky virus or something. There's a lot of utilities that you can use, and you got defragment tools, hard disk tools, data recovery tools as well within the net. So you can just scroll down, go to this file name .iso, and download it, and you're ready to go from there. So here we have a system that we have forgotten the password for, including the admin password, which is not working at all. And we need to find a way to get into it. So we'll just, for this user, this is an admin user that I created, and uh, forgot the password. Unfortunately, the admin password is also disabled, and it's not having any connection to any domain controller whatsoever to reset the password. So yeah, so we need to make sure, first thing is we need to make sure we give the path of the ISO file that we downloaded so that it boots up in Hiren's boot to the Hiren's boot CD instead of booting up in the Windows environment. So this is Windows 10 for your reference. And this CD is going to work on all the Windows versions starting from even XP and Windows Vista, Windows 7, and up to Windows 11 as well. It's going to work. So just for the testing purposes, I've used Windows 10. And let's jump into the settings, the BIOS settings that we need to give this file to. We come to the CD, DVD, SATA. Instead of physical drive, we can use ISO file directly that we downloaded, and I downloaded it into my D downloads folder. And we have to give the path to the ISO so that it is able to pick up the ISO and boot it from there. So we just click OK. And the next thing we're going to do is we have to restart the system into the firmware mode, into the BIOS settings. So we're going to restart it. The selection to boot it from the ISO that we have downloaded. So there are various different keys to get in the boot into the BIOS, in fact. So it depends. It could be F11, it could be F2, it could be F1, it could be Enter, it could be space. It will be mentioned on your screen according to the model and the brand that you have. So I'm gonna enter this setup here. and configure boot options, change boot order. So anyways, my boot order is set to CD-ROM already. I'm gonna make it second option because I'm gonna directly boot into the CD-ROM from the start screen that we have in the BIOS, and we press enter. Oh, wait a second, Windows Boot Manager. Um, Keep it first, second, third. That's my priority. I'm doing this because once we restart from the Hirens boot CD, it might go to the Hirens CD boot screen again. So in order to avoid that you need to select the proper boot order and then commit changes. We got to okay, exit boot manager. We've got to, so I'm going to directly boot from CD-ROM device here, and it's going to take us to this Hirens boot CD. It might take a minute or two. Okay, here we are initializing Hirens boot CD. So that's a quite familiar UI that we've seen. It's quite similar to Windows. Normally, it never used to be earlier. So here it's asking us to connect to the Wi-Fi. It has a Wi-Fi support as well, network support. So we don't need at this moment the network to be connected. Anyways, we're going to go directly into the utilities folder, go to the security folder, and go to the password folder. We've got three different options to reset our password. What I'm going to select is Windows Login Unlocker. You can select any of these three options. Remember, all the softwares in this CD are legal and they are not illegal, and they do not contain any viruses. So what we have here is it's accounts that we have in our SAM file, the system which we have logged. So we're gonna click reset. So we have like administrator account and Ironman default account, all are disabled. If C state is disabled, logged out state, you have the password unknown. It definitely is not gonna give you the like password out of the SAM file, but yeah, if you can reset it. So in my case, this is my account that I have logged out myself from. In fact, forgot the password for. I'm gonna reset the password and unlock. So it's taking a while, a few seconds. It's gonna be cleared. Password reset successful. Now if you can see the password is blank, and I'm gonna have to change the password to whatever the password you want it to be. I'm gonna keep it password for now to be more simple. Here, okay, we click OK, we close the windows, we just shut down the system. Or you can reboot it as well if you want to. I'm gonna power on the machine and it's directly gonna get us into the Windows. Remember the boot sequence order that we selected was Windows Boot Manager in the first place, so it's gonna go into the Windows boot sequence first instead of going into the Hirens CD. Here we are. Let's type PASSWRD password, and here we go. It's supposed to go in. That might take a while. There we go. So here is how that we reset the forgotten password. You could have reset the password for the admin as well. for all the other accounts that you could see in the Hiren's utility that we used to reset the password for. And that's, folks, wraps up our guide on recovering the lost Windows account passwords using Hiren's Boot CD. I genuinely hope that this tutorial proves to be beneficial for having those who have lost their password and yeah, are in a kind of pain to recover the password. And remember, this knowledge is to assist you in genuine situations of distress and not for the malicious intent at all. Let's be responsible tech enthusiasts and always respect privacy and permissions. So if you find this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel for more tutorials and insights. If you have any questions or face any issues, drop it in the comments below and I'll do my best to help out. And as always, remember to back up your data regularly and to prevent any issues later on. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Stay tech savvy and take care. See ya.